University of Houston is one of the most diverse institutions in the nation, home to well over 35,000 students. I'm Lee Waddell for Video Workshop inside the UC Underground, where the student DJs of Coug Radio are live on the air at this very moment.
I want to thank you for tuning in, and once again,
Claudia Osorio here is in tune with as many as 2,000 listeners worldwide since August 29, 2011.
I don't think it's irrelevant.
It's been something that's been not just educational on the music side, but it's also brought a lot of people together, a lot of us DJs together, because we all kind of like share music. Oh, what do you play? Or what do you focus on? Or what are you trying to stream your show on? So it's been really great to sort of showcase the underground music culture that's thriving in Houston. I'm mostly playing a lot of indie rock, underground indie rock. I'm a big fan of just a lot of the bands that people don't really look to listen to. So I try to showcase a little bit, because a lot of these bands are actually gaining a lot more notoriety. I feel in part it's because of college stations that sort of showcase their music. It's how Radiohead got started. Because there's a lot of local Houston musicians, very talented, that are focusing more on the indie rock side of music here in Houston.
So for your show, how do you go about getting the word about your particular production out there?
Well, I focus mainly online. You know, a lot of our youth culture spends most of their time on Facebook. So launching a Facebook fan page would seem like the logical next step.
Tell us, what do you plan on doing after Coug Radio, and how you feel Coug Radio will be preparing you for those endeavors?
Well, I'm looking to get into a broadcast spectrum, either in radio or television, and I feel that Coug Radio is really kind of conditioning me for that sort of atmosphere, that environment, to work well with others, to just sort of network with as many people as possible, and of course to be live on air, whether it's in a radio station or in front of a camera in television.
Music director Jose Garcia can give us some more insight to the station's musical stylings.
We actually divided up the DJs into 3 groups. So myself and the station director Connor Clifton and the operations director Sophia Strauss, we each have our own separate team of DJs that we kind of are able to micromanage in those smaller numbers, and so we kind of loosely divided them up by genre, and within that, you know, we're able to like have meetings with smaller groups of people and kind of get everybody on the same page. And we actually don't have to deal with FCC directly. We've got an agreement with a nonprofit organization called Sound Exchange, and so they actually take care of any royalties that would have to go to the artists that we're playing. So we pay the fee that is associated with Sound Exchange, and then from there they handle all of the FCC regulations.
We want to work with groups on campus, of course, and one of the strengths of the University of Houston is how diverse it is. And so whether it's a religious group or political group or a ethnic group, we want to maybe try and get all of them together at some point, or work with them all in conjunction and do something charitable. But it's all about the grassroots idea of being local and helping everyone around us.
I knew some stuff about how a radio station would actually work, and we just decided to, hey, you know, we should give this a shot. We saw a need at the University of Houston for a college radio station, and we decided to fulfill that need. The next day, I sat outside Renu Couture's office, and as soon as she stepped outside, I ran up to her and asked who I needed to talk to start a radio station, and she pointed me in the right direction.
Wow, wow, very impressive, very impressive. So since you've just started, I believe the first day of on-air time was August 29th, where do you see it going in the future?
Well, I know that next year we're combining with the Student Video Network, or at least we're planning on it, and we're moving into a new space, so upstairs, so we'll have 24-hour access, and that'll give us more DJs, more show time, and a lot more variety in our programming.
Hopefully in like 10-15 years, Coug Radio is just a staple in all the U of H students' cars, and at the gym listening to Coug Radio, going to bed listening to Coug Radio, just everyone tuning in for the best DJs and the best music.
And on that note, don't change that dial. In fact, keep up with the Cougars on Twitter at Coug Radio or online at www.cougradio.com. I'm Lee Waddell for Video Workshop.